Welcome to Rust and Ruin. This is season 2, episode 5. I believe it's going to be called Underneath the Lake. I'm just spitballing. Um, Last time, before we get into last time, if you do enjoy our show, please leave us a like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Leave us a comment. We don't get comments, you know, so leave us a comment. Leave us a comment.
Please.
You can go to
Please
our
leave us a comment.
you can go to our socials and all that fun stuff. I mean, if you say hey, we'll say hey back. We'll interact. So be our friend. Anyway,
Please.
so we're desperate. We're not desperate. We're desperate. We're not. It's
We kind of are.
it's a little both. But just a brief recap because they didn't go too far last time. Um, they made it. They were at the teleportation circle. They did make it out of that room into the underground hallway. And then they reached a point where it was completely caved in with a bunch of rocks. And so they decided to rest. They had a little bit of an argument. They almost turned back. Eganon blasted a hole through some of the rocks, injured some people and himself. And then they discovered that there was a storage room that had all kinds of little goodies in there, and they collected some almost rotten fruit and really, really tough bread, but still edible. And in the corner was some disgusting meat that was definitely past its best date. Um, and that was before they decided to stealthily creep up the stone steps towards the dungeons. And they were listening out for the guards and if they could hear or gain any information on the prisoners. They discovered that there were two prisoners. One seemed like it could have been the professor, Eulyria, Eganon's former wife, his current wife. We don't know. Well, love interest of sorts. Um,
I don't know about
Maybe not so much love.
maybe one way love.
Yeah, maybe. Um, and they also felt a little sorry for one of the other prisoners who seems to be getting made fun of for basically being neglected, and the guards have essentially left her on her own. So they are waiting on the steps, and last time they decided to wait on the guards to see if they came down. Well, that is where we will start. Um, it's been about an hour. I'm gonna move my mouse so you don't have to look at that the whole time. It's been about an hour, and the guards haven't come down. You've heard them joking with each other, mocking both prisoners, but they are uh, they are mocking the one who has been crying at night a little more than the professor. Do you what would you like to do? Do you want to see if you can glean any more information before you try to make your way up the stairs, or what?
Yeah. See. So the responses of this person that they're kind of making fun of.
Mm-hmm. The woman's responses to who the guards are making fun of? Is that the question?
Yeah. What do they can kind of is she saying?
She has given a little bit of lip back at a couple points, and then she gets really quiet. If you want to glean actual conversation, you'll have to make a check.
Yeah, let me do that. Is that perception or insight?
Let's say perception.
All right. First roll of the night was not that great.
Womp womp.
Here we go. That's a 9.
You were rolling nines last time too.
I think so.
Yeah. No, I just listened to the episode before this. You were rolling nines on the last one. Okay? I know. Had to prepare for this. Yeah, so consistent.
Natural 6.
Yeah.
Plus 3, but
Yeah, that
got me there.
you get the general gist of the conversation with a 9. You can't make out too much. You hear a little bit of what you think. You think they're making fun of how she looks. They've compared her to different creatures. And you've heard one word. I'm not going to give you too much with a 9, but you get a little bit. I mean, it's better than a 5. You've heard the word crawler.
Crawler. Is there any with it? Well, I guess with the 9, am I able to pick up any like sort of accent or like dialect that I could associate with any type of like creature or?
Yeah. So you hear this. So you have 2 voices of the guards. One voice you heard was really gruff, and I believe last time I said was a little bit like Colonel Sanders. I don't do a good impersonation. I don't do voices that great. I do story. That's me. So, but yeah, it really southern like, and so that that typically for this region, like you, is typically means they're not from the urban areas. They're not from within Solaria's like city limits. So outside of Solaria would be what you're picking up from the gruff voice. And the other voice is kind of smoother, kind of intonating a gruff kind of mimic. The smoother voice is kind of like intonating the gruffness, so almost like they're putting it on for show.
Okay. All right. And the lady's voice?
So yeah, the 2 prisoners are you pick up, both sound female. The woman's voice, who gave a little lip back, she sounds almost highborn Solarian. So definitely from the city, but speaks with a crispness of her vowels and of her words in general that makes it sound like she could be noble. Studious. That's a lot for a 9. So I gave you a lot. So that's what happens when we need to edit. That's what happens. End up giving way too much. You tricked me. This was all elaborate setup.
Yes.
9 ever.
That's how you win D&D. You thought there were no winners and losers, just losers, but there's a winner.
Oh my goodness. The small victories.
Exactly.
All right. Celsi, man, what should we do? Should we wait here any longer? Or? So,
I think we should.
What was that? Thinking we should.
I said, I think we should go and tear these bastards out.
I like it. All right. It sounds like there's only two of them, and maybe if we free the other two prisoners, maybe they can help us too.
You hear a dog. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Silsey and Karis. Cam, you there?
Yeah.
All right. Silsey and Karis, give me a. How about this? Just Silsey, give me a perception check.
All right.
I'm gonna keep the 9 for Karis. Shows you.
I probably wouldn't roll any better.
You'd probably get a 9.
I'm on a low streak.
8.
Wow.
I would.
Okay.
I get nothing.
You
The
Turn-
9 got all of that. I get nothing.
well, okay. Well, you turn around and you turn around to talk to Aganon. He's not there.
I think we lost a friend.
Okay. I kind of had a feeling this would happen.
And Cam, will you turn up just a little bit? I guess you can adjust your mic, maybe. Like pull it closer. I don't know.
How's that?
Yeah. So you, with your low rolls, you don't see Aganon, but you hear voices coming from below the stairs back in the storage room. And check it out.
I mean, Silsey, what do you think? I think we should go. We should go check it out, man. We can't just sit here forever.
So we're going back, or are we going?
Well, maybe. What do you think, man? The guy that we came here to help is no longer with us.
Nothing far, right? I mean, he's just back in there.
Yeah, Karis, I mean, you think you hear a male and a female voice down below.
Well, I'd say let's go check that out first. And then we can come back up and deal with these two guards.
Yeah, maybe Aganon found somebody.
I hope it's someone that can help us.
Sorry. I'm not here.
All right, let's go. I start walking down the stairs towards the voices.
Yeah, so Karis leads the way down the stairs, and in the other room, you see Aganon, who is he's torn a loaf of bread in half and he's eating it and talking to um, someone who looks quite familiar to Silsey. Silsey, you see a an Eladrin elf who has this copper slash orangish tinted skin, with long pointed elven ears, which are, you've learned, are more common to um, a world or realm outside of this one, of this world you know as Elthazon. Um, and she has orange leaves pinned up in her hair, and her dress sort of matches what's in her hair. It looks like she's wearing autumn physically. You can also see that she carries a long copper blade with her.
Well, well, well. Weren't you just behind us, man?
Oh, my good friends,
Yeah.
my employees.
Employee?
I don't know that we've ever
Silsey,
established that kind of
I paid you earlier. I gave you 2 harvests. Okay? I paid you.
Right. And who's this?
This is. And she interrupts. I can introduce myself. You look familiar. And she's directly looking at Silsey. We've met before. And I was pretty sure I told you to steer clear of Solaria. In fact, your friends seem to all be missing. And, this one looks like he has changed ever so slightly.
You talking to me?
Yes. You see, I'm a great acknowledger of subtleties. And you don't look the same.
This is a different person. Completely different soul, everything. So,
Completely.
we didn't notice the subtleties.
No relation to the other one?
You talking about Nares?
I presume that's his name.
Yeah, that was
I'm sure he is not in this dungeon we're heading to. I can assume. Is that what mission you're on this time?
Well, let your friend explain why we're here.
I don't want to get in the middle of all this. You seem friendly enough.
Sure.
I think
You were
my associates are doing a great job, and Naris just
Nares?
Karis. I didn't mean it that time. I was a complete accident.
I bet it was.
How about this, Karis? Just trust me. Eh?
Well, since I'm an employee,
Yeah?
and I don't think I got paid last Friday, so maybe now's a good time to kind of give me the 5 or 6 gold that you told me that you would.
She turns to Eganon. I see you are still quite the employer. Ever always. Shut up, Auburn. Shut up. We're not that good of acquaintances, you and I. I'm willing to allow you to assist us in this one occasion.
Yeah, he pays pretty good.
I do, Karis. And he slips you a harvest. Which
One harvest.
Auburn completely sees. She just kind of just shakes her head. After I paid your other associate, Karis, I'm a little low on funds currently, and I might need to negotiate our way out of here should we not solve what's going on up there.
Well, we were kind of in the middle of it, and then you decided to take a little lunch break down here with your friend, what's your name, Auburn?
Yes, Auburn.
Well, if you're here to help,
How did you bring her here?
I didn't do anything. She's here by accident. A lucky accident for me, for us.
Insight check. Insight.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a natural 1.
Natural 1. You're not sure.
Yeah, I'm
You
probably
think-
he is as well. So,
You think that it is very possible he summoned her here instantly and had her teleported.
That's exactly what I thought.
That's what you think.
Mm,
Silsey, what'd you roll?
14.
Yeah, you don't think, just based on their back and forth, that they're too good of friends? She seems to hate everyone, at least in your eyes. So you're not really thinking that he's lying in this situation.
by accident, huh?
Complete happy accident. That's why we're going to negotiate with her.
Okay. Well, can we just ask her right now? Auburn, what brings you down to this cave that we had to use a portal to get to?
Ask your associate. And she looks at Silsey.
What did I do?
Silsey is your name?
How did I bring you here if you don't even know my name?
You didn't bring me here. I told you I was going to root out the evil in Solaria. And you had better not get in my way. Karis, I take it, you might want to be careful of the friends you make. Because you seem of good soul and standing in society, but your friends, they wouldn't show it of your judgment.
Look, Auburn.
Willowworth. Auburn Willowworth. Of the
Willowworth.
Feywild.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. The whole, looking like a pumpkin spice kind of latte.
Hmm.
You ever had one of those? I got one of those at university. There's this kind of thing called the
Eganon's like, shut it.
it's
Stop.
Star Harvest.
Stop running your mouth. Stop it.
What? It was great. It was a great drink. Anyways,
I'm sure it was.
Silsey here is a great friend, and
Hmm.
I would do anything for him. I don't know what you two have been through, but I'm on his side. So
Oh. Have you met his little girlfriend? Or did you leave her behind as well?
kind of turn to Silsey. Give him a little.
We may meet again. We're on a mission.
Ah, I see. So this is where that Neris is? You're rescuing Neris?
Neris is dead.
Neris is dead. Silsey, how did you manage that one?
I did not kill Neris.
Sure.
He did it.
Did you kill Vilcarna as well?
No.
She didn't.
Why do you think I'm evil?
She didn't play her show.
Well,
I've killed no one.
this is getting a little out of hand. I think we should bring this back. All right, we're here for one reason, and that is this man over here.
Yes, I hired them to save my wife. You know, Euleria. Lovely woman.
Well,
No. I want to clear the air.
Please do.
Chaos happened at harvest time. Did you not see this?
Were you involved with that as well?
I was trying to stop it.
Silsey, I don't know about this lady.
I wouldn't throw your lots in with the likes of him.
What is your problem?
Again, what did I do to you?
I read you from the first moment that you laid eyes on my friend.
Okay, well, who is
Yes.
this friend?
Vilcarna. Or have you already forgotten her? She didn't play her show, like I said. I came.
Maybe that had something to do with the chaos that happened at harvest time.
Perhaps it did.
Where were you?
Where was I?
Yes.
I was trying to figure out where Skullface's gang was scattering to the winds. Because nobody, especially not the officers of the city, seemed to care an ounce about the rest of his gang.
Well, without their leader, they're pretty much just
A misconception. One leader dies, another one arises. That's how these things work. He was not the first of the giant killers. And he won't be the last.
So is that why you're here?
He's part of it. They're part of it.
Who's they? These followers of Skullface, giant killers.
These followers of Skullface.
Is this one of their known hangouts?
She points to the symbol on the side of the boxes and the crates. Well, that certainly does tell us something right there.
Give me a little information about that.
So, do you still think that he, Mr. Archmage, brought me here?
I mean, it's pretty possible.
I managed it on my own, with a little help from your other friend.
You keep referencing friends.
Oh, yeah, the tiefling. She was alive and well when I saw her.
Really?
Yes, she's fine.
Ruby is good?
She's
It's
fine.
okay.
She was fine when I left her. And I set her up to be successful, unlike your friend, who just, Eganon, left her in the lurch.
Look back at Eganon.
I told her how to leave. I told her how to kill the beast. I think that was enough. She sounded good. She said she was good. She was
I
confident.
hope she is, for your sake.
She was confident. And she's okay. Huh? Auburn? She was testifying.
Getting going on somebody's testimony that I don't really know. And I don't really, at this point, you know,
Autumn she's nobility. She's part of the Autumn house? Is that
sounds
He's a
official.
bad judge of character.
Eganon, please stay out of my family history. She's agitated with him.
Alright, are we gonna do this or what? This bird's not getting any,
What?
any pressure.
What is it exactly you're going to do? What was your plan here?
Going up the stairs, there's 2 guards and 2 prisoners.
2 guards. You think that they would leave the Shed Kron organization to their own devices with just 2 guards?
Well, that's all the voices that we've heard. We've been here for like an hour.
You've heard or seen nothing else?
The 2 other voices from their prisoners.
Prisoners, 2 guards, that's all?
I mean,
You can be sure of this.
well, wasn't there a creature, Silsey?
There was a creature with a big green eye that we that we haven't seen since.
Sorry, I missed that.
Creature with a big green eye that we haven't seen since
Well,
the sign of it.
I presume that's an informant. Or else he would have killed you, right?
You would have tried.
What is the combined intelligence of this organization you have running, Eganon? Mr. Archmage. About that, it's actually former Archmage now. I knew you would never last in that position. And they spend a few jabs at each other. Is there anything else that you would like to do? Do you want to interrupt them, or
I start walking back towards the staircase.
Karis, I love how brave you are. I do. But I think we should wait. How long have you waited?
Including now, probably hour 15, hour 30 minutes.
Curses. Curses. We need to do this now then. You're exactly right. Let's go. Let's do this now. Oh, wait. We don't just run into things. My organization, we think things out. Our intelligence is actually really high. Thank you. Right, Silsey?
She didn't come here to cooperate. She came here to cause infighting. I don't trust her.
I didn't say all that. She's not great. I mean, we don't have to like each other, right? We just have to.
Yeah, we don't have to like each other.
See, that's why I hired.
Well, that's a relief.
That's why I hired you two.
Um, so, thinking things through, is that what you were doing when you kind of abandoned us on the stairs about 20, 30 minutes ago?
I figured we were just waiting. So,
Did you plan on meeting Auburn down there? So-and-so accident?
you really think? Yes, I brought her here. It was me. So, you're welcome, assistance.
Alright, well, assistance is here. I think we should go ahead and assist each other.
And, by the way, I mean, I'm paying you more than her, so. And he says that just to you, Karis. Make a deception let's say a deception check.
Okay. That's a 5.
Yeah, you completely buy it. Word for word.
Well,
He rolled really highly.
someone's got to be the strong one.
And you are. It's not going to be him. Right? I mean, I love him. He's great. But let's be honest. He's really just here to heal you in case you get hurt.
That's where I disagree with you. He's got so many.
See, you're able to see the good in people, and you see the good characteristics that others have. Sometimes I miss them.
Yeah, sometimes you are missing them.
That's why you're here, buddy. Pats you on the shoulder.
Is there any like breadcrumbs left on my shoulder?
A couple.
Kind of like rub them off.
It's completely demeaning.
I'm getting impatient. Okay. We need to do it. We need to do something. At least.
Okay, so we need a plan. We can't just run in there, exit blazing. We gotta have a plan, right?
That plan is upon us now. And she points behind you at the stairs, and you see a gremlin-like creature, but almost as if This gremlin is covered in scales and rocky patches, and it has spikes, really sharp pointed spikes on its back, and it has a hunched back and a pointed triangular mouth with sharp teeth, jagged sharp teeth, and one really big eye. It's a one really big blue eye, and it's darting all around at all of you. And you're going to have to roll for initiative now.
Can I take a bonus action? Or no? I guess after initiative.
Yeah, so we'll roll initiative first. So, I tried to do my best describing this. This is kind of what it looks like. If you can see that. Cam, you see it?
Yeah.
So instead of a green eye, it does have a blue one. Which...
Right.
With Silsey, with your perception check from earlier, you note that it's the same color blue as the 6-finger humanoid hand that was on the sides of the carts. The Shed Krull organization hand. Nat 20. Nice, Silsey. Okay. All right, Karis. What was that? 12. All right. Karis, 12. Aganon. Total of 14. Auburn. Total of 17. And this creature with a total of rolled really well. Okay. All right, so it's going to be Silsey, and then the creature. And then Auburn, Aganon, and Karis. Okay, so, Silsey, what would you like to do? You're muted, just in case you are wondering.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the creature, the blue-eyed monster.
Okay.
So they must succeed on a dex save.
Ooh, rolled low. Yeah. 8.
That does not save. So it takes 7 radiant damage.
Ooh. Nice. Okay.
That was a good roll on a D8.
Yeah. Had to pull up Agnon's character sheet. All right. So, this creature is going to attack Karis. I'm gonna roll for y'all really quickly. You are able to recover if you can. You're able to recover 5 HP from a short rest each. Okay. I would usually let y'all roll that, but I forgot to tell you that, so I rolled it for you. Even if it's a little more, you're welcome. Okay. Yeah, so Karis is coming after you, and it's going to try and claw you. With the first attack, it is 22 to hit.
Barely.
Cut up a little bit there.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely it's.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. It's gonna do 5 slashing damage. And the next roll is a 9.
It's not.
Okay. All right. Auburn. It is her turn. And she's going to try and run up to it and just use her longsword. With an 18, she lands with her first attack. She's going to do 13 damage. Dang.
Nice.
And the Nothic just takes it right on the shoulder, and there is a huge gash that starts to just pour blood from the shoulder. She gets a second attack. That's going to hit as well. Not quite as good, but still pretty good. She's going to do 8 damage with that one. Okay, yeah. So it is now pouring blood because the second attack, she slices right across the midsection and pierces through that hard carapace that it has. And it is bleeding. It is not red blood, though. It is bleeding distinctly blue blood. It is Egnon's turn. He's going to try and hit it with a spell that's going to hit. Good, man. They're doing some damage, some damage. So, uh-oh. He wasn't really thinking about this one. So, okay. Yeah, he does manage to keep it in the area of effect. So, that's good. he doesn't blast you like he did with the rocks before. There's actually one more. So he hits it with this small little ice storm. And he is going to do 13 damage. And this creature is just hit with these sharp ice crystals that are piercing through the carapace and sticking into it. And you see trickles of blue blood. And this creature is going to turn tail and try to get out of there. It is not his turn yet, but that is what he is turning to do. Karis, see if you can seal the deal here.
Bonus action, Crimson Right at dawn.
Yes.
So, this can be radiant damage.
Ooh.
And, here we go. Also in here. That is 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. So describe how you want to finish this guy off, and if you want to make a killing blow. So usually when you knock creatures unconscious, usually you just finish them off, especially if the damage does more than the negative hit points. But this creature, you have the option because it is going to be laying unconscious, and you still see some breath. What would you like to do? How do you want to get there, and then if you want to finish it off?
So, I'll use the Crimson Right, and it's radiant damage, so I'm swinging my sword. Light is pouring out of it. I think it, the light, stuns the eye, and, sends the creature into, a state of, paralysis on the ground, and I turn back to my, key, and, ask him, hey, do we need this creature? Do you think we didn't get any information out of him, or should I just end him?
Agadon looks over at Autumn. I don't think... Just, yeah, kill him.
I think your life is a threat.
I'll take my,
Say that again, Silsey. Say it louder, Silsey.
I said, I think your life is a threat.
Fair.
I would agree with you. So I take my sword, hold it up to my chest, and then I flip it over and it's stab it into its eye.
Oh, yeah. So you see some fluid, some clear fluid come out of it at first. It kind of squirts out all over the sword, and in every which direction. And then as you go deeper, that blue blood starts to gush, and you have finished off the threat. All right. So, that is when you start to hear footsteps up top. Coming close to the staircase. You hear armored boots clanking.
Is there any? So it's a doorway. or is there any way we can like brace ourselves in order to like have a surprise round?
I think you could uh, try and get the one up on these guys. Um,
We hide behind the bread box or something.
sure. Where would you like to hide?
Guys, let's pick a spot. Um, I definitely try to find the biggest object that I can hide behind to have the best kind of opportunity.
Yeah. Silsey, go ahead.
I want to cast Spike Growth on the stairs.
Dude,
Um,
do it.
grounded a 20-foot radius centered on a point. Range twists and sprouts, hard spikes, and thorns. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Nice. Okay.
Any creature that enters the area has to make a Wisdom or Perception check against the spell save DC.
So, Silsey, are you hiding?
Yes.
Where are you hiding?
So I don't need a lot of cover. Kind of a little dude. So
Fair enough.
I'm not trying to take up the biggest object to hide. So maybe if there's like a island or something that had the food on it. Maybe.
You can hide behind a few crates. A couple stacked crates.
All right, that looks good.
And Karis, you're like hiding by the staircase or what?
I'm hiding behind the biggest crate.
Oh.
Maybe the bread crate or the meat crate.
All right. Give me. Okay. Silsey, give me stealth check with advantage. Karis just a regular stealth check.
Why do these dice hate me? And I have disadvantage.
8.
8 with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, not so great. All right, so we're gonna keep our initiative. This guy's gonna roll. He's actually gonna fall in here. Okay, so down the stairs. Karis and Silsey, you're thinking about hiding, and you're hiding, but instead you're also like trying to peek out, catch a glimpse of whoever this is, and you see a long face orc with a long ponytail that is kind of cinched in the back, and it kind of continues down. He's wearing some wood armor at his chest. It's not like a garment or anything, but it's almost like buckled to his shirt. And he actually does have like mailed boots though, so he's kind of mishmashed this this armor together, and he even has some bone armor at the top protecting his shoulders, and then on the top of his head he pulls down a mask, and it is a boned face. So you see a mask very similar to Skullface's mask, but This guy is larger in stature than Skullface. You're not sure what this signifies. And there is that symbol again with the white circle, and inside is the six-fingered humanoid hand of the said Kroll, which apparently translates to giant killer, is what you've heard. Ah! What have you done? What have you done? And I told you it's a southern accent. I can't do. I can do a southern accent, but I can't do the what did I say? Colonel Sanders southern accent. So it's just gonna come out gruff, okay? But imagine Colonel Sanders gruff accent. What have you done to Crawler? And he is looking down at his Nothic acquaintance or friend. Oh, they are going to be upset about this.
Has he entered those spikes yet?
And as he says that, he does walk into the spiked growth. And what does that do? What does that do again?
So he has to make a wisdom check to try to recognize it.
Well, he failed that because it's an 8.
It's hazardous terrain.
Yeah. He just walked right into it. He saw his buddy.
Okay.
And he saw his buddy.
So he saw nothing.
Right. He saw his buddy coming down the steps. And as he goes to get to him, he wanders into your terrain.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna take some damage here.
Oh, yeah.
So he's gonna take 5 damage.
All right. Kill beans. All right. So he looks down at his leg where it looks like there might be a scrape. You can't really see from your position. What have you done? The 8 and 1 God. They're going to kill you. They'll torture your soul. Anybody want to say anything?
No.
All right.
No, I'm just I'm sitting there amused.
He walks into this and looks, and he's going to see both of you. I mean, you don't. He looks in both of your directions, so you don't know if he sees you, but you are peeking a little bit. And this time, Silsey, he's going to start running after you. And he comes running in your direction.
So he's going to travel. For every 5 feet, he's going to take more damage.
Okay? He's going to take
That's the radius of spike growth.
a 20-foot radius.
Yes.
He's going to take it 3 more times.
All right.
Knowingly.
A lot of D4s.
So that's 5 for the first one. 7 for the second one. Five for the third one.
Okay, it's 3. It's 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he is,
What, 17 damage?
yeah, he is growling all through this, very upset. But he pushes through it. He is furious. All right. So Silsey, he is at you. And he is doing a huge swing with his great axe. And he lets out a battle cry. And Karis, you are in the distance of this battle cry. And Silsey, you hear the battle cry. You're right next to him. And so you're both affected by the battle cry. So it says each creature within the war chief's choice that is within the 30 feet. Oh, sorry. Okay, so I read that wrong. I thought he was going to paralyze you with this, but he does let out a battle cry. It doesn't affect you though. Okay.
What does it sound like?
What does it sound like? Oh!
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders here to kill you.
With chicken.
With chicken leg. And he's gonna swing his great axe at Silsey.
Extra crispy.
Yeah. That is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
So what's your AC?
18.
18? 18?
18.
Dang.
Chainmail.
Dang. Nice. All right, so he misses completely on that first swing.
Breaks one of the grades.
Lied just a little bit. He misses, but it glances off of your armor. Okay, so this one. 23. This one lands.
Yeah, that hits.
And he is unleashing the 8-1 God's Fury with this, which is an additional hit die. So that's kind of with his roar, he lets out another one. That's Colonel Sanders. But it is the specialty 8-1 God's Fury. Okay. So this hit. Secret recipe Fury. Okay. So it does 13 slashing damage with an extra 8 with an extra 8 damage. That is just his fury. Ah! How dare you!
So I am unconscious.
Silsey is down. And so he is
negative 1 HP.
oof. So he takes a wound. Just that's a one-hit KO. Straight to the chest, and there is a huge laceration through the chainmail that a bubble of blood just starts to erupt through the chainmail, and Silsey's down. Okay. Auburn sees this, gives up her hiding spot. and she is going to run and just straight up attack with her long sword. She's gonna hit too. Nice.
Yeah.
Silsey does not deserve that. Sounded a little bit like Tyrion there. Didn't mean for it to. Okay. Silsey. So with There it is. Okay. I was looking for it. That's going to do... The first one is going to do 10 damage. And she is going to run over to Silsey instead of hitting this this orc again. She's going to run over to Silsey, and she lays hands on you, Silsey. Stabilizes you back to consciousness. And you get 8 HP. Silsey, up on your feet.
You? Thank you.
I still dislike you. But we can defeat this guy.
I think I can live with that now.
I have an idea. You run. Find the keys. Free the prisoners. Can you do this?
Yes.
And with that, she doesn't even hear the full yes. You say like that you're about to say it, and she turns and she is running back. She's trying to go charge. Okay. Eganon, he pulls out his wand. Now this is his wand of blasting again. So let's see who's in range of this. Okay. So Karis, you're going to need to make a dexterity saving throw. Silsey, you're going to need to make a dexterity saving throw. And so is Auburn. Auburn succeeds. The orc does not succeed. Dang. That's actually the wrong dice.
I got an 8.
Got an 8. Okay. So, you failed. You're going to take the full hit of this, which is 12 damage. So you're down again. Oh, you're down again. Auburn is gonna take some of this damage as well. She's gonna take half Karis. Oh, Karis gone. All right. I'll tell him he's going to take 6. Okay. Auburn sees you go down. Okay. Karis will get a turn when he gets back. But the orc is going to strike out at Eganon, who just blasted him. So he's running, and he's going to try and hit Eganon for blasting him in the face. All right. So he is using his spear to reach Eganon. And that does not hit, but he's going to attack again with that spear. And that one is going to hit. So he's about 50% with attacks right now, this orc. It is going to do... It's gonna do. Ooh, it's gonna do 17 piercing damage to Eganon. Who lets out a cry. Ah! He's killed me! He's killed me! Ah! I'm stuck on his spear! This is what you hear from Eganon. Eganon's not even bleeding. But the spear is stuck in him through his archmage robes, and he's just squirming around on it. Ah! Silsey, you need to make a death saving throw.
Right. Oh, that was an 8. Fail.
You fail. If you fail twice more, you are gone. Auburn, like I said, though, has seen you. It's her turn next. She turns to you. She knows what she has to do. She sees Eganon. Don't blast again. And she turns and she's going to run to you. And she is saying to you as she is casting this spell. She's saying, I'm not a cleric. I'm not a cleric. I don't know if I can save you again. Okay. So she stabilizes you, and you have 5 HP. So you come to, and she says, I don't know if I can save you again. Do you have any potions? If it's an emergency, I might have 2 potions. I know I have 1. I might have 2. I can't remember from the last time I faced one of the 8-in-1 God's goons. I can't remember if I gave it away.
I have healing spells. I can
Heal yourself. You're gonna need it. We gotta get rid of this guy. You have to go and rescue those prisoners. And again, she turns from you, and she's gonna charge back in. She looks.
do anything till my turn, right?
I'll say what?
I can't do anything till my turn. Though,
Right. It is Eganon's turn. So we're having some some technical difficulties, but we're gonna get through it for tonight, and hopefully next time it'll be a little better. It's raining where I am. That may look like sunshine, but that's a lamp. Yeah. So I think that was the cause for the audio issues in the first half. I think it was me. It's my fault. I take the blame. But I think it's all better now. So now, while you're gone, you took 6 damage, Karis. But you also get an attack because you missed your turn.
Okay.
And Auburn just went, and then it's going to be Egnon, then your turn again. So would you rather me just... How about this? I think what I'll do is I'll go Egnon, and then you'll get 2 turns in a row.
That sounds good.
All right, cool. All right. So Egnon puts away his wand, thankfully. It's going to try to land an ice storm on this bro. All right. So, luckily, Silsey hasn't started moving yet towards his mission because he went unconscious again. And again, Auburn had to come and revive him. Told him he was on his own next time. So, luckily, he's not in that area of effect. So he is going to take... The orc is going to take 13 damage. 13 cold damage.
Okay.
And let's see. He is definitely bleeding and has icicles sticking out of him now. After this sort of small little tornado of icicles just pierces him all over. That is Egnon's specialty. All right. So, Karis, you're going to get 2 turns back to back.
Alright. Bonus action. Blood Curse of the Marked. And I'm going to amplify this, so I'll take 1d4 necrotic damage, and that was a 1. So I have advantage on my next attack.
Okay, so you miss with that one? Or you just get it?
No, I just that was my the damage that I took from amplifying my blood curse.
Gotcha.
So
is this
that blood curse?
So is this your second act? This is your second attack?
No, that I still have an attack. That was just a bonus action.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry.
So attack is does a 9 attack?
Does a
Does
9?
9 hit?
A 9 does not hit. Does not pierces through his armor.
All right, second attack.
So what are you using?
A longsword.
Okay, yeah. So you swing with your longsword and it kind of just bounces off the his wooden armor. Go ahead.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit because it's got to be over. So this time you swing with the sword and the sharp side gets stuck into the wooden armor, and you're just to yank it free. And let's see, he's gonna try and grab your sword as you were trying to yank it free. So
Pretty sure might take a little damage from
He's gonna try. So give me not a dexterity saving throw, but a dexterity check. He'll make a dexterity check. Be like a roll off.
Okay. Straight dex.
Yeah.
It's a good team.
He definitely failed. So he used up his first attack to try and do this. He misses the sword. Quite miserably. You were able to get that thing out of there. So he's going to try and stab you with his spear now. Ooh. That one's high. It's a 19 on its own. What's your AC?
15.
Okay, so it definitely hits without even adding. So he's going to hit you with the spear. All right. It's going to do 12 piercing damage.
Not looking good.
And Silsey, it is your turn.
Alright.
You can take an action and do movement. So
Okay, so. But I can't dash. Actually, no,
That's
no
true.
action. So I move 15 feet towards the steps because I am slow. And. I'm going to cure wounds on myself. I'm just going to use a first level spell that I don't want to.
you all right, bud?
It's my second level spells.
All right.
Oh god. So I get 3 HP back because I rolled a 1.
Oof.
Dang it.
All right, so you have 8 HP total.
8 HP.
All right, and you have made it 15 feet, correct?
Right.
So you're about 5 feet up the steps, okay? 30, so you have 25 feet left to go. All right? Okay. Auburn is going to take a swing at this orc. Oof, Auburn misses with the first one. Hits with the second one. 50%, not bad. So she does 13 piercing damage. 13. Let me move my map there. All right. Okay. The orc is now bleeding semi heavily. Eganon, he looks around. He's like, okay, I want to use the wand. I really want to use it. It would help. It would help. And he calls to Silsey. Silsey, hurry up the stairs. I'm going to use the other wand. So he sends, he's going to try and use this spell, which does not hit. So he misses with some sort of spell. You don't know what he was trying to conjure up. It didn't look like his normal ice storm. So it looked like something else. It wasn't a wand. All right. Karis, it is your turn.
Alright. Gonna go ahead and try to swing with my longsword again. Ooh. It's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Sick. Okay. Heck yes. Alright, so
16 damage. What type of damage is that?
That is radiant damage.
Oh. Nice. Okay. This orc is bleeding heavily. And he's winded. You killed my friend. Even if you kill me, and you free your friends above, you will not escape. You will not escape. They will have you. They will destroy your souls. Alright, so this orc is going to... You're the only one who hit him that time, Karis. So he's going to come after you. He switches back to his great axe. And
I have a good feeling about this.
as a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So, let's see. That could have been worse. That's going to be 10 piercing damage. No, sorry. 10 slashing damage. And with the great axe, he actually gets a D. Okay, so 11 slashing damage. Ooh, rolled low. That is 11 to hit.
It does not hit.
Oh, there you go.
I am down.
Oh no.
Yep.
So, okay. So the 11, that one did it. How far down are you?
It was. I was at 11 HP.
Oh, so you are right at unconscious.
Yeah.
So you collapse, and the orc. So that first attack did it. The orc has a second attack.
Oh, that's right.
The orc looks up with just this laughter, this crazy laughter in his eyes. And you see it in his eyes first. Well, everybody else sees it in his eyes first. And he just starts to laugh. Does anybody have any instant reactions? I give that.
I immediately running towards Garrus.
Okay. But do you have like any instant reactions that you can take, like an actual attack or anything? I'm gonna check Eganon. I'm gonna check Auburn as well.
So if he's unconscious, his AC is 0, effectively, correct?
Right.
Yes.
And he still has another attack.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, and hopefully this works.
Do you have something that's instantaneous? Because it's not your turn yet. Still the orc's turn. I'm just off. I'm just seeing if anybody has anything instantaneous. Because I'm not familiar. Because I wasn't as familiar with Autumn's. I'm looking through hers to see if she does. To see if she would do this. She would be able. I don't think.
I have something that's instantaneous, but it requires me to be able to touch it. Am I close enough for that?
It's not looking good.
Are you close enough? You are 5 feet up the steps. Let me see. I'm checking a reaction. I just need to see if it says instantaneous. D&D Beyond is going really slow for me.
Yeah,
That's probably my internet, honestly.
Mine is, but
Okay. She does. So, she doesn't have anything. But she comes rushing. Aganon comes rushing. And Silsey turns from the steps. He takes a glance back. Karis, do you have any last action? You can have a facial reaction or even a last little sentence as you fall unconscious to the floor.
I'm going. I'll toss the little dagger that I use for my blood curses in the direction of Silsey. As I go down, so it's already it's like attached to my wrist, and I kind of like, as I fall, I kind of like let it go, and it kind of rolls towards where Silsey is.
And you just hear the metallic clang, almost in slow motion, Silsey, of this dagger just cling, 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 cling. And this is the first time you've really noticed that there's, in that dagger, it's got like this ruby in the hilt, and there's this faint red line running through the dagger, like down the middle of the blade. It's actually quite a beautiful little dagger that he has. You're not sure if it's magical or not as it clangs. And that sound seems to resound in your ears, but is taken over by the mad laughter of this orc. And he takes his great axe and
too late for instantaneous.
finishes Karis off. And you hear a sing as there's no metallic sound when it cuts through his neck. It is when the axe, the steel of the axe, hits through to the stone beneath it and severs his head, that you hear the sing. And the orc looks up. I told you. I told you. If you can't defeat me, you'll never defeat the 8 and 1. Silsey, it is your turn.
Am I within range of this bastard?
You are. You are. You are.
Okay. I am. Melee spell attack. Let's see. Shoot. Not dead.
So what'd you try to do?
Huh?
What did you try to do?
Inflict wounds.
Okay.
It's a melee spell attack. It was. I got +4 to hit, but I rolled 4, so.
All right. So, this orc is still laughing. You will always remember the name. He doesn't finish it. That's the way it's got to be, I guess. As Auburn slits the throat of this orc, this unnamed orc. And that is where we will end tonight. Thank you for joining us. Please, no spoilers. Don't share those on social media. But we love you, and we mourn with you. And Karis will be missed. Nick will be back as someone else, but
That's right.
Karis is no longer with us, and thus another of the family has been lost. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Karis. Take a bow.